Welcome back, everyone. Mr. Graham, homework count. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so I think if you've been following along so far, then you know adding mixed numbers can be either very easy as well as subtracting. It could be easy, or they could decide to give you something weird and it could be hard. Let's see what the homework gives us tonight. You should be on page 158, and this will be the last bit of math homework for a while. I'm not saying you're not going to get any work from us over winter break, but it won't be the same, you know? It won't be like, oh, every night doing homework, da-da-da. You'll have some time to finish, you know, what we give you over winter break, and it'll be a little more relaxing. Here we go. Kelly bought 4 7/8 pounds of apples and 2 3/8 pounds of oranges. How many more, hello subtraction problem, how many more pounds of apples did she buy than oranges? So ask yourself this question. Is it going to be one of the easy ones or one of the hard ones? You can tell that it's subtraction. You can tell that it's 4 7/8 minus 2 3/8. Now, in order for this to be an easy one, the first fraction has to have a bigger numerator than the second fraction. Is that bigger than that? Yes, it is. We're in easy mode. We love it. We love it. Because in easy mode, it's going to take us like 15 seconds. Check it out. 4 minus 2 is, what's 4 minus 2? Do the whole numbers first. 4 minus 2 is 2. And what's 7/8 minus 3/8? 7 minus 3 is 4/8. 2 4/8, what? It's a word problem. 2 4/8 more pounds. Done. You love it. You love it because it's simple and straightforward and easy, and we're happy. Let's move on, and let's hope this good luck streak continues on to number 17. Number 17. Karina read 2 2/4 pages in her science and social studies book. She read 12 3/4 pages in her science book. How many pages did she read in her social studies book? This is a tricky. This is a word problem that's phrased very, very tricky. It's a subtraction problem, and it's 20 2/4 minus 12 3/4. And if it's an easy one, then this number will be bigger than that. Uh-oh. It's not going to be an easy one. What shall we do? Well, I'm going to show you another way to do this. Let's start by subtracting the whole number. Okay? 20 minus 12. That's the whole number, not the fraction part, but the whole number. So subtract 12 from 20. And what do you get? Think about it. What do you get? 12 from 20. 20 minus 12. You'll get 8. Right? I hope you'll get 8. We haven't done anything with the fractions yet, though. So the fractions get to keep hanging out. They get to hang out forever. Now, in the past, I showed you how you have to change things and draw things, and it's just a big deal. It gets its whole. Remember how that one problem had its whole own video? I'm about to reveal the secret, easy way to do things. Would you like to see it? Would you like to see a process that is way faster, way better, way easier? All right, let's do it. Draw the number line. Since it's subtraction, go ahead and put in the number line 8 and 2/4. Okay, 8 and 2/4. It's right there. We subtracted the 12 from 20 to make an 8, but that's okay. So now that we have that, look at your number line and think about counting backwards by fourths. So 8 and 2/4, and then 8 and, if we're counting backwards, 8 and 1/4. If we're counting backwards, we'd have 8 and 0/4. But wait, you don't have to write 0/4. That's weird. It's 0. Just write 8. What goes past 8? This is the only hard part. If we're counting backwards, what would go past 8? Counting backwards. 7. 7 and what, though? 7 and 3/4. And then past that would be 7 and 2/4. And that's more than enough. When creating this number line, it's easy to go from 2/4 to 1/4 and from 1/4 to 0/4. But then you have to realize when you've got no more fourths left and you're counting backwards, you're going to go down to the next whole number and you're going to be with 3/4 again, and then 2/4, and then 1/4, and then you keep going backwards. Anyway, if you can make that number line, if you can, then 8 and 2/4 minus 3/4 is easy. Just start on 8 and 2/4, dun, 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 and go back 3/4. 1, 2, 3. The answer, 7 and 3/4. It's a word problem, so 7 and 3/4. What are they talking about? They're talking about pages. No problem. This is easy if you can follow the steps. You know, 20 minus 12 gives you that 8. Then you draw the number line. If you mess up on the number line, then you won't, if you don't put 7 and 3/4 there, then when you count backwards, you'll land on something different, something wrong. So if you can build the number line, you'll be fine. But if you can't build the number line, you in trouble. Ooh. All right, last problem. Which of the following shows a correct way to subtract 15 and 4/5 minus 9 and 3/5? Well, the problem itself, I hope you recognize, is an easy one. Remember the difference between easy ones. This one is easy. It took us 1 second because this front fraction is bigger than that second fraction. This one was harder. We had to draw a number line and subtract the whole number. Blah, 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 blah. And that was harder because this 2/4 was smaller than that 3/4. You hate it when the smaller one is first. You hate that. You hate it. So let's look over here. Is the smaller one first? No. Look, 4/5 is bigger than 3/5. So this should be easy subtraction. All you got to do is 15 minus 9. Let's do that down here real quick. Let's not even look at this yet. 15 minus 9 equals what? Come on. Use your fingers if you have to. 15 minus 9 is 6. And then 4/5 minus 3/5, 4 minus 3, that's going to give you 1/5. So this should be the answer, but they're saying, like, which way? Like, we just did 15 minus 9 and 4/5 minus 3/5. Let's see what they say. Subtract the whole numbers, then subtract the fractions. Subtract the differences. This part at the end seems weird to me. The first part is a lot like what we did. Subtract the whole numbers, 15 minus 9, we did that. Then subtract the fractions, 4/5 minus 3/5, we did that. But then it says subtract the differences. If only this part wasn't there, this part right here, it have exactly what we did, but I don't really like that part. So I don't know if A is correct. Let's move on. Add the no. Why would you add no? Why would you add anything? It's a subtraction problem. No. Get out of town. I know it's not B. Subtract the whole numbers, then subtract the fractions, add the differences. Oh, that does sound like what we did. Because look, we subtracted the whole number and we got 6. Then we subtracted the fractions and we got 1/5. Then we kind of automatically put them together, right? We put 6 and 1/5 together, but that's like adding them together. We added those answers together. So I feel very strongly about C. Write the mixed numbers as a fraction greater than 1, then add the fractions. No, it's a subtraction problem. So even if you start off, no, I don't know why you're telling me to do that. Marcella chose A as the correct answer. Did she do each step correctly? Explain why or why not. No, she agrees with us on the first 2 steps, but she says subtract the differences, which means she didn't put 6 and 1/5 together. She subtracted them, but we put them together and we picked C. So Marcella didn't put them together. She goofed up. So I guess we should write that. Here we go. Marcella did not do the last step correctly. She subtracted the pieces, but we put them together. So we're right, and she wrong. Sorry, Marcella. Alright guys, that's the end of homework for math. Make sure you guys have a nice winter break. I'll see you in school tomorrow, but it's gonna be vacation time. You'll have a small project over winter break, no big deal. And I hope you guys have a fun and relaxing time. Alright, I'll see you in school for the last day before winter. Bye.